people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. Saving dogs in my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. Yo, started in Mississippi when the Tan Hills lied. A restraining order forged just to keep me outside. No bonfire, no cause, just political pride. And 7 years later, that fraud still rise. Then the state doubled down, built the case off a myth. NBI in the shadows with a badge and a twist. Stalking charges built on my journalism hits. Fabricating affidavits like they reading from a script. Galveston it next on steam fake. What he smelled, claimed odor of alcohol, but the tox screen yelled. Zero content detected, still they tossed me in a cell. 11 months in a cage while they manufactured hell in Mississippi. Called Texas revocation by request. Leave us lied again and the judge said yes. Sentenced me to 2 years off fabricated stress. Later vacated, overturned, but I still paid the debt. That's the playbook they use when the truth breaks through. Retaliate, suffocate, silence what I do. But I never stop filming, never stop pushing through. Cause the people need the facts. We the people news, we the people news. Exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been dogs in my address, running interstate crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. I moved west to Utah, trying to rebuild clean, but laying PD in Oxford ran across jurisdiction scheme. Sessions put my data richness blasted out the screen. Docs my private new address, 1 hour on scene. In a ring to deny records, he knew I could redeem. Grammar twisted into weapons like a county machine. Said a mailbox ain't valid, what the statute they mean. Just obstruction in the trench with a retaliatory lean. Try filming DHS, trespass for walking through. Try filming in airports, ain't retaliatory cue. Every camera that I raise is a threat they construe. But filming ain't a crime, it's a First Amendment view. So I took it to courtrooms, files who's by the stack. Every brief, every motion is me taking it back. They can lie, they can smear, they can launch their attacks, but the truth is a force that the tyrants can't crack. We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been dogs in my address, running interstate crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. Then came 25, Lafayette, Louisiana. I was filming that court, I was putting truth on the camera. Marshall Nugent waved me forward, staged it like a planner. Then they hit me full force like a government hammer.
Hey y'all, coming in the stream, that like button, hit that share button, drag some people on.
Then they charged me for disturbing while they silenced my truth. Fixed party calls with judges before charges were made. A gag order pushed like they wanted me caged. They attack the free press, that's the line that they paid. But you don't muzzle we the people when the truth is engraved. Every state, every badge, every retaliatory move confirms why this anthem is the weapon I use. You can censor my speech, but you can't stop the views. I'm the storm you created. We the people news, mate. We the people news.
We the people. The story unfolds. Truth in the headlines. Bold as gold. Lights flash. The world's on cue. This is your news. We bring it to you. We the people. The beat goes on. Questions linger. The night turns dawn. Stay sharp. Stay true. We've got your view. We the people. The voice is you. We the people.
Welcome to the broadcast.
The story unfolds.
Welcome. I'm going to assume the audio is fine unless somebody says something different. I mean, I've got the studio mic hooked up. All right. I'm outside of Lowe's right now. I had to go run an errand, and I said, "Well, I got something for you. I got some information for you. I've got some content for you. I started this whole thing about wanting to go through 3 songs on the Bad Actors album every day, and from the beginning got off track on that. Um, so I made that up. We're behind 1, so right now we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And we're gonna do 7, 8, and 9, and then I'm going to show you what happened with the apothecary, medical marijuana dispensary, and I've got to tell you, folks, profit over. I got to tell you, profit over patience. When you are in the medical area, I mean, granted, it's been this way for a long time, just natural by proxy. It always seems that profit over patience. It costs a lot more to treat it than to cure it. Okay. But right here, in this case, this is a bit bizarre. Whenever they choose profit to a point where they're willing to turn away business and future business based on the outlandish move. I put a call in to the apothecary medical marijuana dispensary. I put in a call to receive a call back from one of the owners, which I have not received yet. I was actually trying, and you'll hear from this call. I will, in the sake of transparency, I will release the call. You'll hear what they had to say, and you'll see that honestly, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I'm actually about the only one that's being reasonable here, and all this. A few comments right here on here. Jesse Lee, welcome from Oregon. Uh, Knockout 9446. Saw your background. That's why I asked. Um, will I miss the First Amendment or the Second Amendment more? So I have I've been without the Second Amendment anyways because of them framing me with the felony that they then doubled down on that back in 2022, and they seized all my guns. So the Second Amendment, that's that sucked to lose back then. That really that was a real bad taste in my mouth when I lost all my guns back in 2017. Um, but welcome to the live stream, y'all. Please share this live stream out. Please share it. I got this right here, actually. Bad Accuracy album. I've actually got it fixed now. I went in and I did some changes yesterday, and it actually does. You select. Okay, we'll go over here through 6. All right, we got 7 through 9 today. 7, warrant for a lie. Okay, and you can click on the book right there. It's going to take you down here to the story. They swore an oath. They signed their names. They stood before a judge and declared it was the truth, but it wasn't. This is the story of a warrant built on fabrications, a legal document that should represent justice, instead weaponized to destroy an innocent life. When law enforcement lies under oath to obtain a warrant, they don't just break the law, they break the very foundation of justice itself. This track names, and presents facts. Tyrants beware. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my internet now. try that. Drop it down to the most minimal. So the low. Here. It may just be, I may not have good service right here with this Wi-Fi.
Midnight wheels rolling slow down a coastal Texas line. No drinks, no buzz, just a clear head and peace of mind. Then a bad stepped out with a smirk and a plan. Said this one's an otter, not your average man. He ignored the law, he ignored my breath. Wrote up a script that would fake me to death. Eyes weren't glassy, words weren't slurred, but he made up a storm from things never heard. They signed a warrant for a lie, drew my blood and watched me cry. Said I smelled like booze, hell I hadn't drank in years. But the truth don't matter when the system's run by fear. They jailed me up and threw away the key. While my kids asked daddy when you coming free, it was murder of the truth and a badge and tie. They locked me down on a warrant for a lie. UTMB hands with needles like knives. Didn't show no paper, didn't care about rights. Already stood there, knew it wasn't just. Look back, the blue line let me bleed in the dust. Meanwhile back east they were ringing the phone. Mississippi snakes with a thirst for my bones. James and Beavers, Busby too. Sent live through the wire like it was all true. They signed a warrant for a lie, drew my blood and watched me cry. Said I smelled like booze, hell I hadn't drank in years. But the truth don't matter when the system's run by fear. They jailed me up and threw away the key. While my name got dragged through Galveston Sea. They made a felony out of thin blue sky, just a silence.
The Crowder Files. Oh, check. Got a mic on.
Yo, let me drop some truth right here in the booth about documents and disputes, the hold on proof from Olive Branch cases to police reports filed. Lizzie Crowder's story running wild. This ain't no fiction, it's illegal non-fiction. From the police blotter to court's jurisdiction, paper trail stacking, evidence in sight, in the pursuit of justice, shining a light. May 27th. This ain't no fiction, it's illegal non-fiction. From the police blotter to court's jurisdiction, paper trail stacking, evidence in sight, in the pursuit of justice, shining a light. May 2017, a drone in the sky. Matt Reardon's device caught Lizzie's eye. Over 22 CR 422, it flew low and bright. Loud and clear in the fading light. She heard it, she saw it above the trees, but officers arrived, couldn't see what she sees. Her mother confirmed it's still there, no lie, but the deputies saw planes just passing by. They checked the sober house, asked if anyone knew about the drone's presence, but they said no, it's true. This drone drama continued, a consistent refrain. Lizzie swore it was Matt's again and again, even when officers claimed it was just a plane. She insisted, I know for a insisted, I know for a fact it's causing me pain. A persistent report through sun and through rain. This aerial surveillance driving her insane. Now let's switch the scene to a video claim. Maddie showing footage, fueling the flame. Lizzie said Maddie was mad cause she cleaned Matt's place. A paid chore, no romance, at a rapid pace. But Maddie went through Matt's computer, pulled files, so it's told. Her video snatched, a story to unfold. Saved to her phone for the world to see. To Dustin, Kester, and Edward since so freely. Matt knew for a week, but kept it under wraps. Lizzie just found out, caught in these traps. She wanted something done against Maddie that day for showing the video in a harmful way. A serious accusation, a claim that was wild. Another false report, meticulously filed. Switching the scene now to Olive Branch's court. Phyllis Crowder's case, a serious report. False reporting the crime, the charge was laid, $1,000 fine, and the debt to be paid, 30 days jail time, a heavy decree for a story of assault that was found to be Matthew Rand, her ex and the father of her child, accused of an act that left her defiled, but text and phone downloads told a different tale, consensual encounter beyond the pale, evidence mounted, supporting his plea. The allegation was false for all eyes to see. Appeal dismissed later. Jurisdiction denied. The judgment from municipal court couldn't be sidestepped or defied. Cost of cost of one bond 319. But the appeals bringing truth to the light. This ain't no fiction, it's a legal non-fiction. From the police blotter to court's jurisdiction. Paper trail stacking, evidence in sight. In the pursuit of justice, shining a light. This ain't no fiction, it's a legal non-fiction. From the police blotter to court's jurisdiction. Paper trail
Hey, Josephine. Okay. I know exactly what to do right here.
Yeah. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice when you see it. Oh. Yeah. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Yeah. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice when you see it. Oh, yeah. 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 They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice when you see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice. When you see they say they independent, but they flinch when it's time. Truth causes comfort, so they leave it on the line. I'm still standing in the fire, every record still intact. You can mute a man's mic, but you can't erase the facts. I didn't ask for favors, I asked for eyes on the proof. Court stamps, time stamps, transcripts, tell the truth. Didn't need agreement, didn't need a friend. Just journalism that don't fold when it bends. Power always pushes back, that's history class. What shook me was the silence from the ones with a past. Big platform, indie brands, truth in the bio, but freeze when the story might disturb they silo. This ain't fear of loss, it's fear of position. Access over honesty, safety over mission. They monetize rebellion, sell courage by the clip, but won't touch real consequences when the system gets hit. I paid in jail time, finances, family strain. Why they count you talking theory, never touching the pain. So when I say, I notice who looked away, understand, this ledger don't fade with the day. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice when you see it. Journalism ain't vibes, it's verification. Not branding, not friendships, not self-preservation. You don't gotta like me, don't gotta agree. Just follow the record where the evidence leads, and it would've paid. That's the part they won't say. Clicks, growth, engagement, easy runway. But money wasn't missing, courage was scarce. They chose comfort backstage over standing out front. They talk whole power accountable, merch on the screen, but dodge real accountability when it ain't clean. Independent in name, corporate in reflex. Same avoidance patterns, just a different address. I reached out in good faith, no angle, no spin. Just look at the facts, then decide where you stand. Got nothing but quiet, like I never existed. But ignoring injustice don't make you detached, it makes you enlisted. They say they independent, but they quiet when it's real. Profit off the courage, never bleeding what they feel. Got the facts, got the files, got the truth within reach. Silence ain't neutral, silence is a choice when you see it. Let me say it clean, no theatrics, no plea. This ain't a meltdown, it's a record from me. History don't crown who stay polished and safe. It remembers who spoke when silence was paid. The documents breathe, the timeline's alive. Every attempt to bury it just proves it survived. I'm still here, still filing, still naming the harm. While they guard their platforms like a gated alarm. If independence cracks when it's tested by truth, then it wasn't a prince, so it was a costume and booth. I'm not asking for rescue, not begging for light. I'm marking the moment you chose not to fight. So when the archive opens and the dust finally clears, let the record show who vanished and who stayed sincere. I stood on the facts, no edits, no noise, and I said it plain. Silence is a choice. Silence is a choice. Silence is a choice.
People exposing every move, every tattoo. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. Saving dokes in my address, running interstate. Pretty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people knew.
Yeah, started in Mississippi when the Tan Hills lied. A restraining order forged just to keep me outside. No bonfire, no cars, just political pride. And 7 years later, down, built the case off a myth. NBI in the shadows, twist. Charges built on my journalism. Affidavit. They reading from a script. Galveston it next on steam fake. What he smelled claimed odor of alcohol. Patient by request. Leavers lied again and the judge said yes. It's all fabricated stress. Later vacated, overturned, but I still paid the debt. That's the play. Silence what I do, but I never stop filming, never cause the people need the facts.
We the people news. We the people news. Exposing every move, every time they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. And news.
Trying to rebuild clean, but laying PD in Oxford ran across jurisdiction scheme. Sessions put my data rich and blasted out the screen. That's my private new address, 1 hour on scene. Painted deny records he knew I could redeem. Grammar twisted into weapons like a county machine. Said a mailbox ain't let what the statute they mean. Just obstruction in the trench with a retaliatory lean. Try is a threat they can screw, but filming ain't a crime, it's a First Amendment view. So I took it to courtrooms, files who's by the stack. They can.
We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been doxing my address, running interstate crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news.
Then came 25, Lafayette, Louisiana. I was filming that court, I was putting true camera. Marshall Nugent waved me forward, staged it like a planner. Then they hit me full force like a government hammer. They seized all my gear, then destroyed the proof. Claimed the tut loose, then they charged me for disturbing while they silenced my truth. They parted calls with judges before charges were made. A gag order pushed like they wanted me caged. They attacked the free press, that's the line that they paid. But you don't muzzle we the people when the truth is engraved. Every state, every badge, every retaliatory move confirms why this anthem is the weapon. News, mate.
We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been doxing my address, running interstate crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back undefeated. We the people news. We the people news. We the people news. We the people news.
Marine Corps veteran discriminated upon the apothecary medical marijuana dispensary. Discriminated on a Marine Corps veteran with not service medication to prevent an attack. Shit is fucked up and stuff. Medical marijuana dispensary denies a Marine Corps veteran his medication. Don't mind. You don't mind making it over there? Nope. It's not a problem. Not the sidewalk right here. Yeah, this whole is that right? Yeah. No, I know it's coming. The person who I was discriminated against. Y'all thought it was a funny fucking time to deny me my medication when I was having a PTSD attack. Y'all deserve to be protested, and that's what this is all about, buddy. So look, this is not a private sidewalk. I will challenge you 100% on it. I've been in the system since September 25th. Yeah, it's actually calling us for fraud. I was having an absolute PTSD crisis. Like, this is a medical. No, yesterday. I had $15 in my cash, okay? I told the girl. I told her everything, okay? You're supposed to treat a problem. You want to act like you're a pharmacist back there. You treat a problem. So I told her all of my issues with the PTSD attack so that I could get recommended the right kind of medicine. I was hoping to get a couple of pre-rolls for under the 15. Unfortunately, they had to settle for just one gram pre-roll for says. So we have to. I just did. I agree with you, but because we're in the cannabis industry, we have to abide by some laws that are a little silly. One of them is with things. So in order for us to take it, states here. But this cannabis is better than thinking to allow. I tell you, medical patient. Therefore, as you know, the federal government just reclassified marijuana for one, but for two, because it's state license, because it's a prescription. See, now that would fly if y'all were recreational. If it was recreational, that are using that as a cash rack.
So the problem, I understand, is still better. It's been
That was all.
You could
They are
something you
so
would have
fucking
helped your
foolish.
customer that was having a panic attack. Y'all sent your customer out over your system, rounding up $2.50.
that's something that we're about.
Then why can't you change the price of the joint to go down to $10? Even spoke to a manager.
Sure. So I'm letting you know. Just like, we're talking about this. This beat is not something that we put in place, something that we have because of the way that marijuana.
Y'all are operating okay, but see, the thing is, if it weren't for being a medical product outside of the apothecary over here to get medical marijuana, okay? Now I'm asking for access to affordable medication. PTSD, as bad as it is, the only true relief that I get is medical marijuana. Y'all are me away knowing it's ridiculous.
Where that's
It's never been this bad before. Never. I showed you last night where I got new neighbors in the parking lot where I'm protesting. If you hadn't seen that, that's a cause for concern. Yeah, it's completely locked up, and it's completely locked up on all devices. There's no way I can do anything on any device. Every one of them is very hot. And I just don't think, I don't see how I'm going to be able to get this call to, hold on, let me try doing this. My sounds, add sounds. Because if it'll play like this, it's about a 35-minute. I gotta get going on the road. Get out of this fucking Home Depot parking lot. GKV. I'm gonna go record a bank when I get back.
The big head
Matt?
is on another line, but I'm one of the managers here. Is there something that I can help you with?
No, I just wanted to speak to Blair and Blair only.
Okay. He's in and out all the time. I just need to give him some context.
Look at her trying to take
In regards to,
control of the conversation.
It's in regards to it's in regards to the big headache that y'all had the last couple of days.
The big headache.
The big headache.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's basically a way for a way to put an end to the bad PR and the protesting and all of that. Figured it'd be something we would definitely. Okay. Well, what happened? What happened was I'm actually a patient.
Oh.
Okay. I've been in the system. My medical marijuana card has been in the system since September the 21st, and I just came to the apothecary shop for the first time yesterday as a patient, or on Sunday as a patient, and I came there as a patient that was in a crisis, that was in need of medication. I have very bad service-related post-traumatic stress disorder. That's why I have the medical marijuana card. I conveyed this well that I was going through a PTSD-triggered episode, and that the only thing that helps me is medical marijuana. You know, it's the only thing that can give me that relief quick. And I had access to only $15 in my Cash App account, just due to all types of unfortunate shit that's happened, you know, just compounded. But I needed to get some type of medication to ease the symptoms. And I was trying to get, you know, a couple of pre-rolls. Come to find out I could only get one pre-roll, one gram pre-roll that was $12.50. And it was... I'm a very good person at reading. I can read others exceptionally well. In fact, the girl that was supposed to be helping me, first of all, it was like I had to pull teeth just to get her to ask me what my symptoms were, so I felt like, you know, first of all, that's something that y'all should do, because patients, you know, find out what their you know, how you can help.
What their ailments are and what they're trying to treat.
Correct. And when I got the joint finally ordered, I'm told that y'all's system only does intervals of $5, so that it automatically rounded the $12.50 up to $15, and then because I didn't have cash, and had the Cash App, it was on the Cash App, that there would be an additional $3.50 fee, and that came back to because of the federal, it still being illegal federally. But I mean, I think, and as I told Blair this yesterday, I mean, if you got a prescription, if you're prescribed it, okay, that fee that they're, and if it's the banks that are doing it, it's wrong on the banks, And what needs to actually happen is there needs to be activism and legislation, and that's what needs to change that. If that's happening, but either way it goes, then after that, I was then lied to and told that if I had a Cash App card, it would be an additional fee, and that just triggered me all the way. Like I was begging with the manager. I was like, "Please, this is I need this for medication," And that's, and I feel like it was putting profits over patients. And y'all are it's not recreational marijuana in Louisiana. It's medicinal, and you have to be a medically, like a medicinal clinic to open your doors yourself. And I feel like the way I was treating it like it was a recreational, like it was almost, I could read it on their face. It was almost like it was a certain satisfaction that I was not going to leave with any medication. That final thing really triggered me, and I said, okay, it was worth more to me to go and find a few dollars to go and pay it, and just out of principle. But then when they said that last thing with the Cash App thing, I said, okay, all right. Well, as an activist, I will definitely be letting everybody know about, and I run We the People News. I will let people know that I felt that that as a patient and a United States Marine Corps veteran, that my disability was discriminated against. Because I mean, it wasn't like they didn't know that I had service-related PTSD. It was very visible, and I told them, and I never got to get any medication. And so I was out on the sidewalk yesterday when Blair came out there, and we had a talk. And I'm going to be back over there today. A lot better of a message, but still a message. But I figured that Blair might want to talk. I have an idea for him. Hold on. And so I was out on the sidewalk yesterday when Blair came out there, and we had a talk for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to be back over there today. A lot better of a message, but still a message. But I figured that Blair might want to talk. I have an idea for him as a business person, business-minded, that can help y'all. That was not a good image. So now I've got a way that you can repair the image. But I need to talk to Blair about that.
Okay. I will say, after listening to you, I do apologize for...
Pause this right here for a second. For just a second. Do you notice one thing right here? That I have offered to help them repair their image. And yet it seems like she's too conceited to, it's too much. To save the business misery and public exposure. And to hear what I got to say by, getting the one that spoke to me yesterday on the phone with me. They would rather undergo the protest than to simply pass me over. Which that's what's going to happen. Okay. But, this is why this stuff has to happen. It has to. Because it's standing on principle. They have to, when they did what they did on Sunday, they have to learn a hard message as a business. There's got to be a consequence. And it's got to be a tough enough consequence to make them think about it in the future to make sure that they don't do it again. This is what I explained to her right here.
The way that you feel like you were treated here. Our manager that was on duty, she was just following our company procedure and our company
Nuremberg.
protocol.
So it sounds like the
It's
company
correct.
protocol would need to be changed because I mean, like Nuremberg, you know, when the Nazis followed the orders of their supervisors, that still didn't cut it when they were held to account for the gassing of the Jews.
So, had she done what she wanted to do away from protocol, she would have been reprimanded. And I just want to explain to you the reason behind it. So we offer, it's called Dutchie Pay. That is a service that you connect your bank account with. It's powered by Plaid. And you connect your bank account, and when you place an order, if it's online, you can pay for it, you can prepay for it, and there are no fees attached. So if your total is $12, you are only paying $12. There's no fees anywhere attached.
How come somebody when I'm at my worst time, nobody felt the need to explain that to me, and that's a problem. Like I
said, I do apologize, but I'm here to explain that to you, to explain everything now. For you. So when you come into the store, you're able to pay. We have 3 different ways that you can pay. You can pay cash, which there's no fees attached with cash. You can sign up for Dutchie Pay, and there's a QR code. If you weren't able to prepay for it, you can scan a QR code in store, and we can run your Dutchie Pay in store. Or we have ATMs and a debit card terminal. But you are correct in the sense that we are medicinal. And because we're medicinal and we are governed by the Louisiana Department of Health, we have to abide by the banking rules.
Makes absolutely 0 sense right here. Think about what she just said. She said because we are medicinal, we're governed by the Louisiana Department of Health, that they have to follow banking rules. Okay? No, that right there is called, you've heard of the term cop-splaining. It's not cop-splaining, she's not a cop. She's somebody that right there is trying to she's creating as she goes. All right? Because that's not a medicinal excuse right there. In fact, it's here. We're about to get. I'm about to get into that with her.
Able to process debit cards just freely. We have to use a secondary source, and that secondary source is like a cashless ATM. So if you have something that's $14, it's going to round it up to the nearest $5. We can't round down. So that's why the fee was attached. And
so that means that anything they can mark anything $11, and that $11 purchase immediately becomes $15. So really, that is the biggest that's the biggest scam. That is the biggest scam.
Using a debit card fee, just
I'm
like
gonna
anywhere
say this
else.
also. They should be getting activists together and trying to change the laws and trying to change the legislature if that's actually the case. Okay? They should be trying to do something about it. Instead, they're passing it along to their customers.
You know, if you go to a restaurant or, you're paying different places, they are adding credit card fees as well because the credit card companies are charging that fee.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I guess my biggest hang up right there is the fact that, you said that was because y'all were medical, but I mean, I think that being medical, other things come into play that aren't there necessarily if it's recreational and considered totally a private business. Things such as like a duty to provide care for patients. I mean, there's basically a different particular care that's provided. I don't know if y'all are held in abeyance to any kind of Hippocratic oath or anything, to providing care to patients and not neglecting the patient's, medical needs. But I mean, the fact is, I mean, that card was in the system, and it was more important to allow me to continue to deteriorate instead of treating the acute symptoms, which I knew I needed some marijuana. And I had, and I was clear, like, this is all I have. I wasn't asking for a free handout or anything. I was asking for access to affordable medication, advertised price. And simply my thing was, like, why couldn't y'all simply go down on the joint from $12.50 to $10 if it was going to automatically round it up $5? And I asked Blair yesterday. He said, like, it automatically rounds it up. I said, well, Blair, what happens if it automatically rounds it down? Okay, take the same situation. What if your software automatically rounded everything down to the closest? Like, y'all wouldn't feel very, very happy about that at all. And he agreed. And, what's even more screwed up is, in this situation, I'm the patient, okay, and I'm having basically a medical emergency. And, there are a lot of people that would love to sell marijuana in the state of Louisiana, but they can't. They're not considered a medical clinic. Y'all are considered a medical clinic and should be providing a care to patients.
Press 1. For our Siberia location, press 2. If you weren't able to pay to pre.
Hold on. I've got. Didn't get all that. Let's see.
And should be providing and treating the seizures.
And we can't change it, based on each individual customer. These are our prices.
Right. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing other than when you get there to check out, everybody's told that it's going to round it up to the nearest spot number. Where does it say that online? Where does it say anywhere in the store other than when you get to the counter and you're told that it's rounded up to the next $5?
I don't know that it's anywhere online. We do let our patients know, but we also make them aware. And you are able to, you can go to the ATM and you can take cash out.
Not if you have
It's only going to charge.
Not if you have $15 in there. Not if you have $15 in there. Just like the employee tried to say, well, you can go across the parking lot, go across the street to get into the grocery store and get like a $1 pack of gum and get cash back. No, not necessarily, because we're talking about $15 that I had access to. Okay, so there's a lot of times the minimum is 20, or a lot of times there's something right there. But if I only had access to $15 and I needed my medication, do you think I really need to go spending an extra dollar on a pack of gum that I'm not going to chew anyways, just so I can try to get? I mean, that's just burdensome. It's unneeded. And we're talking about medication to help. It's like if somebody was having a seizure in your store, because medical marijuana is used to treat seizures with epilepsy and things such as that. If somebody was having a seizure, and that medical marijuana is a way to stop the seizures, would you withhold the medication from a seizure patient that would stop having a seizure on that? Would you say tough luck and just let them seize out because having to round it up because they couldn't afford the roundup and all that, and then the extra fees added in? Hey, come on, be realistic.
So if somebody was I'm going to be real with you. If I saw someone actively seizing, I would not try and give them marijuana. I would call the ambulance. I would call a paramedic or someone to help that person.
But do you not agree that marijuana helps?
Personally do.
But marijuana helps somebody not have seizures.
That medical marijuana helps. But I know that there are medications out there that are going to work faster and better than marijuana would.
Right.
I have a pharmacy background.
I get it. All right, you got a pharmacy background. Okay. Wait. So she's working in a medical marijuana shop. A big selling point of medical marijuana is to not have to rely on pharmaceuticals. Did I just hear her say there are other pharmaceuticals out there, other options besides marijuana? Okay, but she's working at a medical marijuana dispensary, which is supposed to be a way of not having to rely on pharmaceuticals, which are more dangerous over time. Okay? Hello.
I have a pharmacy background, so I know that there are medications that are going to help a seizure a lot quicker and a lot more effectively than marijuana would. So I'll be honest with you, I would not lower the prices. I would call and get that person help.
Some people have found a lot of benefit in CBD and THC.
And they do. They absolutely do. And I'm not going to take that away from it. But if they're actively seizing in front of me, I'm not going to say, hey, let's light this joint. I'm going to say, hey, let me get you an ambulance. Let me get you to a hospital.
I'm going to light that joint.
So that we can get you better.
Right. And see, I didn't need an ambulance. I didn't need the hospital. I needed this. It's like a serious anxiety attack. Somebody with PTSD that's going through an episode, it's like a very serious anxiety attack. And so, you know, in that situation,
I have a pharmacy background, so I know that there are medications that are going to help a seizure a lot quicker and a lot more effectively than marijuana would. So I'll be honest with you.
I wanted to get medical marijuana to provide immediate relief from a severe anxiety attack from my PTSD. That's all I was asking.
Yes, sir. And like I said, I do apologize for the experience that you had here. But I can't. My manager they're just like leads. They're not like store managers or like me. I understand why she wouldn't have changed the prices, because she would have had to come to work the next day and say, this customer came in, and I mean, we have tons of customers that come in and they don't have the money, and we're like, I'm so sorry. Like, at the end of the day, I understand, and I'm not discrediting or anything that you're going through, but we still have a business to run, and we offer multiple ways to pay for things.
But
I do apologize.
I know. Do you understand how the public could take that, though? Somebody that swore a lifelong oath to protect their country and put their life on the line, being a veteran.
Yes, sir, and I understand that, and we do give 10% off to our veterans of every purchase. So we do thank y'all for everything that you do.
Once again, nobody ever told me anything about that. It was just adding fees on that were non-existent. That was all I heard. And I told Blair, pull the camera and the audio to tell y'all exactly, you know, what I've said. It was pretty sick. I got a very sickening read off
US
of it.
190 East.
And I figured, I wasn't trying to like go into all of this detail with you. I just want to speak to Blair. You know, he's a businessman. I know business. Okay, I know how to fix things. And I would like to speak to Blair.
Okay. I don't know if when he'll be in, but I can definitely give him all of this information.
I mean, I know how to get his attention really fast, though. So I was actually on the way back there. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to freaking be a headache, but I also am trying to.
I guess my question is, how can we fix this situation?
That's what I want to talk to Blair about. I want to talk to Blair about that.
I understand, but he's not here, and I am one of the managers here. There's a few of us, but I am one of them, and I'm the one that's in charge right now. So, I can help you. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? I'm sympathizing with you, but you're also telling me that you're going to come to my place of business and protest. So, how do we fix this?
Well,